One of the biggest issues we had with Granit Xhaka was the fact that when he went to go and play for Switzerland, he was dropping monster performances, no mistakes, man of the match performances, right? And then when he came back to come and play for Arsenal, we're not seeing the exact same thing. And that continued for majority of his career in Arsenal until Mikel Arteta came. And then gradually, as they took him away from that defensive midfielder role and then gave him a CM role, where sometimes occasionally he falls to the left back to kind of help Saka when Saka was overlapping forwards, we started seeing the traces of what we wanted to get from Granit Xhaka. What he was playing for Switzerland when they would play against Germany, or they would play against Spain, or they would play against Brazil, and then he'll be dominating the midfield. We started seeing it, and that is the exact same thing that we're seeing now with Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard was playing for Arsenal, and we were not seeing that same Odegaard from the initial seasons when he was winning the player of the season for Arsenal. We're not seeing it. But when we went to go and watch him during the World Cup for Norway, we saw that midfielder that many of times we have been craving for in that Arsenal's midfield. And watching him since he came back to Arsenal, oh, it is even better than I expected because I have accepted Odegaard as a center midfield. So I'm not many at times looking for those passes from him, right? But the amount of risky passes that Odegaard has attempted during these preseason games, the minutes that he has played, have left me impressed. And one thing about Odegaard was that when he stopped attempting most of those risky passes, the reason why we praised Izzy and all, many of us took it that it was because he could not do it anymore. Let me put it that way. Yeah, that he couldn't do it anymore. So more or less, they were saying that he was always going for the safe options. He was always rotating the ball and this. And as he came back, I think Ateta has told him, bro, that time when you are going into the midfield to the defensive midfield position and you're collecting ball to rotate play, it's all over. It's like we are no longer doing that because right now we now have the likes of Bruno Guimaraes and then Luis Kelly, Declan Rice, players that can do all that defensive work. Where we want to see you is in the offensive areas. Yes, you can help in circulation of passes, but apart from circulation of passes, you have that eye for the pass. So once you see it, hit it. And he has been doing it. Another thing I can praise him for is also the fact that he has started utilizing his right foot. We know that Odegaard is heavily reliant on his left foot. But in that game against Como, I saw certain opportunities where even if it was just a normal pass or it was a risky pass that was still hit. There was one he tried to Lewis Kelly, and Lewis Kelly could not control quickly, but he was still offside when he got the pass. But when I saw it, I said, the Martin Odegaard that has been playing for Arsenal in the last 2 seasons, he doesn't do this. So even if, as I said, I reduced my expectation to the center midfield position, and that was what I was expecting him to play, the few minutes he has played in this preseason, he has shown me that that Martin Odegaard, that attacking midfielder that I was comparing with Bruno Fernandes and then Kevin De Bruyne back then, he's there. He's there. And I want to see that in the coming season when we are saying that the spine of Guimaraes, what's his name, Declan Rice, and Gabriel, hopefully when Saliba comes back, that is fortified. We are not expecting much defensive duties for you. The major defensive duty is you leading the press. And once you are handling that and you can now bring in that creativity that we believed or many people have said that it no longer exists, that kind of power, no, Odegaard, please bring it on.